Best home remedies for fever. Fever occurs when a person's body temperature rises above the normal range. Although fevers tend to be harmless, they can cause great discomfort. A very high or persistent fever sometimes requires medical attention, though most fevers only require treatment with home remedies. Infection is the most common cause of fever. In fact, developing a fever is the body's way of helping fight off the infection. You also can feel fever because of inflammatory conditions, certain cancers, and reactions to drugs or vaccines. However, there are many ways to treat a fever at home. Today, we will learn about some safe and effective fever home remedies for people of all ages. Symptoms of fever. The average body temperature is around 98.7 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to 37 degrees Celsius. A low-grade fever occurs when a person's body temperature reaches 100 to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, or 37.8 to 39 degrees Celsius. A high-grade fever occurs when a person's body temperature exceeds 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Aside from a higher body temperature, a person with a fever may also experience sweating, chills, headache, muscle aches, loss of appetite, fatigue, lethargy. Very high fevers can sometimes cause seizures. These are called febrile seizures. They are most common in children between 6 months and 5 years of age. Febrile seizures tend to last a few minutes and do not usually cause any serious health problems. However, a child who has had a febrile seizure is more likely to have them again in future. Home remedies for adults. There are several things an adult can do to feel more comfortable when they have a fever. These include drinking lots of fluids. During a fever, the body needs to use more water to compensate for its elevated temperature. This can lead to dehydration. Drinking water or an electrolyte replacement drink can help rehydrate the body. Resting. Fighting an infection takes a lot of energy. People should rest as much as possible to help the body recover. Taking a tepid bath. Many people consider taking a cold bath when they have a fever. However, doing so can cause shivering, which will increase body temperature even more. Instead, people can take a lukewarm or tepid bath to help the body cool off. A bath can also help soothe tired muscles. Using OTC medications. Medications are not usually necessary to treat a fever. However, some over-the-counter medications can help reduce a fever and make a person feel more comfortable. Dressing lightly. Having a fever can cause a person to feel hot 1 minute and cold the next. Wearing too many layers can trap heat against the body, raising body temperature further. People should wear few layers and add more if they start to feel cold. Home remedies for children and infants. The treatments for fever in children are very similar to those for adults. For example, to treat a fever, children and infants should try drinking plenty of fluids. Like adults, children with a fever also need plenty of fluids. However, it can be difficult to get young children to drink extra water. Some more appealing alternatives include warm chicken broth, popsicles, diluted fruit juice. Resting. Children may feel better after taking OTC medications. As a result, they may feel more energetic and playful. However, it is important to ensure that children rest until the fever or illness has passed. If a child cannot sleep or relax, parents and caregivers can try reading them a story or playing them some gentle music. Taking warm baths. Children are unlikely to appreciate bathing when they are sick. An alternative option is to place a warm washcloth on the child's forehead to help soothe the fever. Taking OTC medications. As with adults, medication is not usually necessary for a child with fever. However, taking OTC medications can help reduce a fever and make a child feel more comfortable. People who wish to treat a young infant should ask their doctors or pharmacists' advice on appropriate dosages.